Don't get me wrong, I love dinosaurs, but this was just kind of mid. I don't know why, but from the very first time I watched the trailer, I just thought the premise was really interesting. I'm saying I don't know why, but it is probably just because it's dinosaurs. Listen, you're either a train autistic or a dinosaur autistic, and I'm a dinosaur autistic, okay? And don't get me wrong, I do think aspects of the film were quite cool. However, I do think it's all just kind of generic. Actually, I would take that back and argue it's not generic, it's just that I've seen it being done better in something a lot more smaller scale. I'm a very big fan of the ITV show Primeval, and to me this just feels like a version of Primeval done on an American high budget with Ewan McGregor and Anne Hathaway in it, which by the way, both of them have stellar enough performances in this. The child actors in this film are also very good. I do believe that they will probably go on to be in more bigger projects later down the line, and I appreciate from a nerdy aspect the more historically scientific accurate versions of the dinosaurs they decide to portray in this film. They've got fur, they've got feathers, there's barely ever any roaring either. They make more realistic dinosaur sounds. That's pretty cool. I love to see it. But all of these good and cool qualities are just wrapped in a story that doesn't really do a lot of explanation. I do think this film could have done with some exposition. We find the plant in the old woman's garden, so we have to assume that that's where this whole teleportation thing happened. But then this plant that's been extinct for millions of years doesn't have anything to do with it actually, because it's just a big time portal thing. And it's these anomalies that I feel like aren't explained at all in the film. This is based off a book, and maybe it's just as vague in the book as it is on screen. It does just kind of leave you with more questions than answers. Don't get me wrong, I had a good time watching this. I will always have a good time when there's some sort of dinosaur or monster on screen. And I did just walk out thinking, yeah, that was alright. That's why I think that The End of Oak Street is just kind of in the middle of the road and deserves a 3 out of 5 stars on Letterboxd.
Daniel Joy. Daniel Joy.